Hello, class 8. Welcome to another session. I'm your literature teacher, Pratik sir. We will do the poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. So, it's a monologue. So, monologue, what is a monologue? Monologue is a long speech given by a single person, the others are listeners. So, here the poem is said about Miss Pushpa who is going abroad. Okay, she's going abroad, and before leaving her home she has been given a party by her friends, and one of her friends is dictating about Miss Pushpa in this poem. So, written in the form of monologue, the poem is a speech given at the farewell party of a lady who is going to leave the country on official assignment. So, she will be out to work in a foreign land. Through the speech, the poet satirizes means it's a parody, it's a humorous tale, humorous which is funny, in which English is spoken by many in India. So, how English, by very common people, how they speak English, it's not very fluent, it's not very clear, and there are grammatically mistakes. So, these are shown in this poem by Nizam Ezekiel. And Nizam Ezekiel was born in Mumbai in a Jewish family. Okay, he's known as the father of post-independence Indian English verse. So, and so this poem focuses on the humorous way of telling English by the Indians. So, I will read the poem, we will go through it, and we will also discuss the explanation. Okay, so I'm reading the poem. Friends, our dear sister is departing for foreign in 3 days. So, friends, this is noted by whom? This statement is said by one of her friends, one of Miss Pushpa's friends. She's telling that Pushpa is departing for foreign, means foreign land or another country, in 2 or 3 days. We are meeting today to wish her bon voyage. So why they are meeting? The reason is given why they are meeting today. They are doing this party for a bon voyage. What is a bon voyage? Bon voyage is given to a person who means it's a good luck journey. It's a luck journey for whom? For the people who are about to leave to foreign land. You are all knowing, friends, what sweetness is in Miss Pushpa. So she is describing the characteristics of whom? Of Miss Pushpa. She is telling that sweetness, she is very much sweet. I don't mean only external sweetness, not only outside sweetness, means not only she looks good, she looks happy from outside, but internal sweetness. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling even for no reason but simply because she is feeling. Means this says that she is a very joyous person. Okay. It says that she always tries to laugh. Okay. Whenever she feels like it, she always, even for no reason, she used to laugh. This then Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. So she belongs from a very high family, aristocrat family. Her father was renowned advocate. So her father was a lawyer in Balsar or Surat. Means why two places are given here? Because the narrator cannot remember nicely which place exactly. So that is why she mentions two places, that is Balsar or Surat. I'm not remembering now which place. Surat. Now she goes deep into Surat because she is reminiscing, means she is remembering the past that she has already means gone through Surat. She was there in Surat, and how was Surat? So the narrator describes her life in Surat. She says that Surat, ah yes, once only I stayed in Surat. So she remembers Surat with family members. So she she has stayed in Surat with family members. of my uncle's very old friend. His wife was cooking nicely. That was long time ago. Coming back to Miss Pushpa, she's most popular lady with men also and ladies also. Sure. The speaker returns to the topic of Miss Pushpa and says that she is very popular with women as well as men. She praises her for doing everything he asks for. Okay, so she praises, means we'll get in the other line. Whenever I asked her to do anything, she was saying just now only I'll do it. Means she never rejected down, she never turned down any requests. She always did certain things that pleases. Okay, she never says no, she always said yes. That is showing good spirit. I am always appreciating the good spirit. So here it is said that she has the indicative of a good spirit. Additionally, Miss Pushpa never says no. Whatever anybody used to say her, she used to do it like a good girl, a good woman. Pushpa, Miss, is never saying no. Whatever I or anybody is asking, she's always saying yes. And today she is going to improve her prospect. What is prospect? Prospect is chance, her opportunity. And we are wishing her bon voyage. Now I ask other speakers to speak. So now the narrator says if anybody has any speech to give on Miss Pushpa, they can give the speech, and afterwards Miss Pushpa will do the summing up. Means the closing will be done by whom? The closing of the states, means the closing of the party, will be done by Miss Pushpa. Okay, so this is the poem. Let me give you a clear analysis of this poem. It is one of the Ezekiel's most famous poems, both because its subject matter and the way in which it was written. Because the subject matter means the farewell. What is the subject? The subject is the farewell of whom? Miss Pushpa. And the humor in it means how humorously, how funnily it is written. So, use of Indian English and the character of the speaker, which seems to be lacking in certain public speaking skills. Means Miss Pushpa is not very good speaker. So that is why who speaks for her? It is her friend. Okay, and the English particularly. It is very, the way she speaks the English, we can easily state that English is their second language, not first language. So this type of English, what does it do? It deviates from the standard English that we actually speak. Okay, it deviates from there. Deviates means change the course. Okay. So Indians, the number of which is still on the rise. Ezekiel's use of this English demonstrates his commitment to everyday as a poet. He relays, means she means Ezekiel writes in a very common language that every people can understand. So this writing facilitates what it brings the what will I say, it brings the means funny side of it, means humorous side of the writing language. Okay, so this is all about the poem that you are getting, and you are also getting the character sketch of Miss Pushpa. She was a sweet lady. She always used to say yes, and she where did she live? She lived in Surat or Balsar. And what was her father? Her father was an advocate. So she could cook nicely. Okay, she has very good friend. So these are all the characteristics that you are getting of Miss Pushpa. We'll do the comprehension question answers and exercise question answers in the next class. So listen to it carefully and understand the poem nicely. I'll also give you the summary of the poem. Thank you. Bye bye.